So guys, Chris here on lunch break. If you've watched my previous video, you already know it's coming out this month, but I want to go ahead and talk about what's come out so far and talk about their price and the general consensus at this point. If you're like me, you don't want to spend 60 bucks and then find out a game sucks. After that, I'll remind you about what's coming out next week, and then we'll just cover some general PC gaming news. If you like this format, let me know with a like, comment, or both. And if you want to make sure you catch next week's, be sure to subscribe. All right, so first up is Elin, and I will put a link to the full trailer down in the description below. This one currently is listed at $19.99. It's set as an early access game. It was released on November 1st. Currently has 1,413 reviews. And overall, the reviews have been very positive. Most of the positive reviews talk about the game's unique aesthetic, its immersive world building, and praising the game's early access for offering deep customization and intriguing mechanics that invite players to experiment. Most of the negative reviews mention occasional bugs and optimization issues, but this is an early access game, so a lot of that's to be expected. Next up is Planet Coaster 2. This one released on November 6th, and you can buy the regular version for $49.99 or the deluxe edition for $64.99. The overall reviews on this are mixed, and there are currently 1,866 reviews. I've noticed in both the positive and the negative reviews that people are complaining about the UI. You've got some guys that are saying they really enjoy the game and have not encountered any issues, and the other guys are saying everything's a struggle and I don't understand why. One of the highlights is that the new game looks amazing, coasters are smoother than ever, and everything in your park is customizable. Next up is Mirthwood. This came out on November 6th. You can buy it for $22.49. It's currently for sale, 10% off. And there's also a free demo available if you're interested in that. So far, the reviews have been mostly positive with 402. The negative reviews talk about how the game lacks a lot of detail and understanding. Some say it has lots of bugs, which would only be acceptable if this were an early access game. Some of the positive reviews say that the full version is much richer than the demo, so take that for what it's worth. I don't know why you'd have a demo that's not similar to the gameplay in the actual release. Some of the positive reviews are that the game is beautiful and it looks unique to anything else they've played. Soundtrack is great and it has interesting classes and professions, while at the same time complaining that the UI system is confusing and defaults to an unreadable size and just various other UI issues. Multiple players have complained about the tutorial, saying that it could really use some work. One of them mentioned having 6 or 7 quests within the first 10 minutes and had no idea what to prioritize and things like that. Following Mirthwood, we had Empire of the Ants, released yesterday, November 7th. This game retails for $39.99, or you can buy the deluxe edition for $49.99, and as of right now, I don't see any demos available. Overall, the reviews are mostly positive, but there are only 136 reviews currently available. Just reading through some of the reviews on Steam, most people seem to love the game. They say it's gorgeous and super fun. Combat's pretty simple, but they enjoy it. Some have said it's buggy, but I'm not sure if that's a pun. This user, Durton, says he's an ant lover and was happy to see a new ant-themed game just to realize it isn't really. You could have replaced all the ants with humanoids, designed the map a bit different, and no feature of the game would have felt odd. So it's like any other strategy game, just with ants instead of tanks and humanoids. And then there's Slitterhead, which came out today, and as of right now, there are no reviews available for me to share with you. I can't even give you the price. So I'll be looking for that in the next video. Or if you happen to buy it before I get a chance to make that video, let us know in the comments if you think we should buy it too. Although if you watched my original video regarding that game, you'll know that that's probably not one I'm gonna buy. All right, and then it looks like we've got quite a few games coming out next week, most of which I didn't mention in my coming in November video. So I'm gonna go ahead and list these out for you. Of course, we've got Slitterhead that releases today. On the 12th, we've got The Rise of the Golden Idol. We've also got Farming Simulator 25, and then Tetris Forever. All of those are coming out on the 12th. And then on the 14th, we've got Flint, Treasure of Oblivion, Follow the Meaning, Lego Horizon Adventures, and Sorry We're Closed. Also on the 14th, we've got Dragon Quest III, the HD 2D remake. And then on the 15th, we've got Path of Exile 2. So I'll be watching for those next week and let you guys know what the general feel for those is. If you happen to check one out before I make that video, feel free to leave a comment on this one, or you can save it for the next one. And with that, we'll go ahead and move into the general PC news. The roadmap for Black Ops 6 Season 1 has been released. That season is set to begin on November 14th. Here's a very quick look at the things to expect, but I'll put a link in the description so that you can get a better look at these details. Next up in the gaming news, Ryzen 7 9800X3D has been released as of yesterday. It is officially the fastest gaming CPU on the market, all while running cooler and consuming less power than the latest Arrow Lake CPUs from Intel. It MSRPs for $479, and while there are a lot of folks that are extremely excited about this CPU, PC Mag only gave it a 2.5 out of 5. They suggest buying a Ryzen 7 with similar performance and save the money to spend on a better graphics card. I'll leave a link to that article. I'll also leave a link to one of Linus's videos where he pretty much makes the same conclusion. It's a great chip, but may not be worth the upgrade, and there might be better ways to spend your money. And last up in this news segment, in October, Netflix announced that it's closing its all-star AAA video game studio before it ever even released the game. We really don't have any details as to why they did this, but I'll leave the information I do have down in the description below. If there's anything I missed, please let me know. I want to add as much value as I can to our little PC gaming community, and I thank you in advance for helping me out. I try to make these videos as concise and to the point as possible. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.